Imagine a world where every time you asked a question, you got the exact same answer, no matter what. That's how traditional computing has worked for decades. But what if computers could surprise us? What if they could think more like people, with a bit of unpredictability? That's the world of non-deterministic computing, and it's changing everything you thought you knew about technology. For most of computing history, machines have been deterministic. That means, given the same input, you always get the same output. It's like a vending machine. Put in $1, get a snack. Predictable, reliable, and precise. This is how your calculator, your banking app, and even your favorite video game work behind the scenes. But the real world isn't like that. If you ask 3 people the same question, you might get 3 different answers. The weather, the stock market, even your own thoughts. None of these are truly predictable. And now, thanks to artificial intelligence and large language models, computers are starting to behave more like the real world. Non-deterministic, sometimes surprising and full of possibility. Here's where things get interesting. Non-deterministic computing means that the same question can lead to different answers, depending on context, randomness, or even a bit of creative spark. Think about asking an AI chatbot for a story. You might get a different story every time. This isn't a bug, it's a feature. It opens up new ways for computers to help us solve problems that don't have just one right answer. But let's be honest, this shift makes some people nervous. If computers aren't predictable, can we trust them? What about safety, reliability, or fairness? These are real concerns, and they're part of the tension at the heart of this new frontier. Imagine a self-driving car that makes a different decision every time it faces a tricky situation, or a video game that isn't exactly the same for every player. So why does non-deterministic computing matter? Here are 3 ways it's already changing the world. First, creativity. AI systems can generate art, music, and stories that are never the same twice. This is helping artists, writers, and even engineers break through creative blocks. Second, problem solving. Non-deterministic algorithms can explore many possible solutions at once, making them powerful tools for research, design, and discovery. They're helping scientists find new drugs, optimize supply chains, and even predict the spread of diseases. Third, personalization. Because these systems can adapt and change, they can offer experiences tailored to each person. Think of recommendation engines that learn your tastes, or tutoring systems that adjust to your learning style. But here's the twist. The most valuable insight is that non-deterministic computing isn't about replacing deterministic systems. It's about expanding what's possible. We still need both. Deterministic computing gives us reliability and precision. Non-deterministic computing gives us flexibility, creativity, and the ability to tackle problems that used to be out of reach. So what does the future hold? We're just at the beginning of this journey. The next breakthroughs in technology, science, and even daily life will come from combining the best of both worlds. The real question is, how will you use this new power? Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I am a one-person team working hard to make each video better than the last. Subscribe if you found value. It is the best way to show support. Drop a comment with your biggest takeaway. See you in the next video.